Just thought I'd make a little did you know sort of clip. It's going to be a real quick one. The battery mount on this side here, I've taken off my other van, the parts van. I wanted to see if I could just take a battery mount from one side and chuck it on the other side and see if it'll fit. And this is what I found. The front bolt lines up perfectly, sits in there. Now you'd have to drill 2 holes to bolt there, or like I did, drill a hole, they can just bolt it down there. And what I'll do is I'll make a plate that goes around the whole area, so those 2 bolts just plate that whole thing down. So these 2 here also line up, but not with the front one. So I'll just show you. I don't know why it is like that, but see, if I was to put it further back, I've already had the bolts in them, so I know they line up. So if I put it further back like that, the problem is that you'd have to either smack that in or cut this corner here off because it sits like that. But on that front bolt, it lines up perfectly to that arch there, sits in. It's just a matter of bolting it down, and as long as you don't have ABS, you can have a second battery in the van. This is where the battery mount came out of. So you've got the one bolt hole that comes out like this here. So I'm not going with that. I'm only going with the ones that are along here. So as long as I've got a mount in there that I can bolt it down properly, I'm not worried about that anyway. As long as the battery is nice and secure. Just a little bit of DIY knowledge there if you ever wanted to add a second battery. I just thought I'd chuck that in because I was curious myself today about it. Well, there you go, just to give you a bit more of a visual. You would have to make some slight adjustments because that's the battery. It's sitting in the back against the lip at the back. This is the lip I'm talking about. So this particular battery here, pushed all the way back so it can't go any further. Sits in there nicely. It's a bit tight here where the clamp would be. The back's okay. A couple of slight adjustments. That battery will fit in there perfect. You wouldn't need such a big battery for the second battery. If you have that for just the purpose of as jump starting the main battery to get the van started, if you had a flat battery, that's what the second one would be for, just to give you that jump start you need to get going. Well, I love this idea and I'm going to keep it. I'll set it up properly and have the 2 batteries set up in this all drive. Just a bit of useful information, I thought. Maybe the Previa boys can do the same thing. If they've got no ABS on this side here, find yourself a battery bay like that, swap it over the other side, mount it down and off you go, eh? Alright, till next time guys, cheers.